what our team has been through, the schedule, the adversity, the guys being out, playing Arkansas Saturday, having a quick turnaround. I couldn't be more proud of our kids and their battle and their guts and battling through. We call them the demons or the snakes of, the negativity. And we battled through it, and we found a way, and we guarded at the end, and we did a nice job rebounding. I thought we came out with great energy early, even though they made it. Listen, they don't shoot it great. We don't shoot it great. You couldn't tell from that game. And so we stayed the course, and we hung in there, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
I'm guessing the scout didn't have them hitting 16 threes.
Well, I mean, they're shooting 28% from the three for the year. They're literally shooting 28% from the three, and they were 11 for 20 in the first half. We dominated the first half. We dominated every stat in the first half, and we're up 5. And you're looking at the stat sheet, and you're going, but they shot it great. If they go 5 for 20, which they normally would go 5 for 20, they go 5 for 20, then we're up 24 at half. 26 at half, 27 at half. But it's just a test. The basketball gods are testing us. They're testing us, and we're going to pass the test. And it's hard to pass the test. Hard to stay the course, but we're staying the course, and we did a really nice job defensively in the last 5 minutes. We had to get stopped, but when you don't make a shot, and you can't make a shot, and you can't get something easy, and you still guard, that's a great sign for a team. It's easy to guard when you score. It's hard to guard when you can't, and we couldn't score late, but we found a way, and I'm proud of him. Really proud of DJ. DJ has been fighting the demons now. He's been fighting the negativity in his head, and he hadn't been real confident. And for him to make a big play late and belong on the court, that was a great sign for us.
I mean, you kind of mentioned going into halftime, you expect that to be a much bigger lead. How did you feel about coming right out of it? I think it was 11-3 right out of that.
Yeah, well, I'm a big believer. The first 5 minutes of the second half sets the tempo of the game. This was like an A-Sun game. The Citadel beat Stetson 20 earlier this year in the challenge. And so, listen, I was in the Southern Conference for 9 years. So, I know Ed Conroy and know how good a coach he is. And it was just really important for us to come out and punch them in the face first. And we did that, and we held on because nothing came easy for us late. I don't even know if we scored a bucket. I don't even know when the last time we scored, like the ball went in the basket for us. But it was very difficult to figure out a way to win that game, and we did. And for young kids who haven't been used to winning, to do that, that's a great sign for us.
Yeah.
Great sign.
I think you guys outscored them, I think it was 6-5 over the last 7 minutes.
Did we make a shot? I know we made some free throws. DJ made the last one. I don't even know when that was. And so, we willed ourselves to find a way to win in a tough basketball game when we have no confidence. That's a great sign for us.
How big is it especially defensively, you guys go up 13 early in the second half, give up the lead to make it a tie game at 67, and then defense really
we're still trying to find our identity. Like, where are we going to score when we need a bucket? How are we going to stop anybody? In Huntsville days, where we're coming from, we played a lot of zone, and zone was really good to us. For the first time this year, zone was good to us late. And it allows Glory to be on the floor for us. But I thought for them shooting as well as they shot it, I don't even know, we still gave up just 71 points, and they still shot it pretty good. But we did a decent job on the glass. Just to be honest, we did a really good job. We make 11 free throws. They shoot 9. That's one of our little measuring sticks. And so, we still got a long ways to go, and we're still beaten, battered. We're exhausted. Kids are exhausted. Coaches are exhausted. It's been a tough little run for us. But now we can take a day off tomorrow, and then we got easy game Sunday. That's a joke. So, I really feel bad for Oklahoma. I think they're ranked top 10 in the country now, and so we get to travel to Norman to play a really good basketball team. So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, kind of going off of that. You guys have been in a ton of close games this year. to get another one that goes in the win column? I mean, how big does that?
Well, it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, you look back, you make a free throw and you beat SEMO. So that tweaks the record a little bit. We're up 10 with 6 to play against Western Illinois. All right. But if you don't lose the Western Illinois game, you probably don't win tonight. Everything is a learning experience until they don't let you, until they make you put your uniform and they put them in a box and you don't get to see them anymore. As long as we got life, as long as we're breathing and able to fight, then you keep learning, and that's what we're doing.
What do you kind of attribute the last, I don't know, 30 seconds to? Is that, I mean, trying to inbound the ball?
Well, you got to be in that. I thought Lane. I thought is pretty physical getting to the ball, trying to get to the ball, but that we can take a look at that and say, okay, we don't like moving it into trying to get open. Maybe we need to run this. We need to run that. And so that, as coaches, we need to dissect that also. We will be better in the long run having to go through that tonight. But Lane made 2 huge free throws. Glory fouled, and we got to do a better job guarding without fouling right there. Because if we do that, the game's over, and we get fouled, and now we're up 6, and the ball game's over. But better yet, get yourselves in a bigger jam like we did. Not be mad about it, but get yourself in a bigger jam and learn how to stay out of that jam. It's all a learning experience, especially for a young basketball team. Braden hadn't been through that. Lane hadn't been through that on this level. Now it's good for us. It's really good for us, especially winning. Winning and going through that is even better.
I mean, 11 games into Lane's college career. What's the kind of growth you've seen from in the last 2 months?
I mean, we're kind of putting a lot on the kid. I mean, I think he's the 6th highest freshman scorer in the country.
Probably higher than that now.
The disappointing thing is, he has a running mate. He is not Batman. He's Robin because he's a little guy. All right. Batman's over there sitting by me. That's Ty Robinson. So Batman and Robin, there's only one. It's not a dynamic duo. It's just a single guy now. But I couldn't be. Lane's a competitive dude, and we just got to be really careful about wearing him out. We're still in December, so we're going to shut down Cole McCormick until January 2nd because he's got turf toe and can't move. So we've got to be really, really careful. Hopefully we get back Jabari West, which will help us figure out our substitution pattern so that Lane and Braden don't have to play. I mean, 30. We would love for both of them to play 32 minutes, and then you can survive conference play. But playing everybody 40 minutes is ridiculous. You can't do that and still be good in March. So we understand that.
Just kind of touching on Ty, what's kind of his situation coming back?
He finally feels better, but now it's a process of getting him back. And I would just be honest, if it takes 3 weeks or a month to get him back, we're going to side with Ty and not waste his year. And so I don't know that yet. When we know that, we'll let everybody know. But he's going to start getting back into the mix, but he hadn't done anything in a month. And Ty's a maniac. He loves to work. And he's got to be really careful about getting back and overuse of those muscles. So we're going to make sure that we take care of Ty, and we take care of him in a big-time way. We love the kid. And his health and his career is way more important than our basketball team right at this moment.
I guess the last one I have is I know after Saturday you kind of talked about Ben a little bit. Even against a team like that, you want him to be aggressive. You want to see him take the shots that you think he can hit. I mean, it seemed to be some pretty aggressive shots.
Like the shot he shot in the first half, I want to kill him. But I knew I couldn't kill him because I just told him to shoot it. He listened. I was like, that is the worst shot in the history of basketball. But at least he's being aggressive. And I was like, good God Almighty. And I was like, yeah, it's a great shot, Ben. Listen, he's got it. For our basketball team right now, he's got to change his mentality. And if he takes a couple bad ones, so be it. I'm just going to look the other way. You know, that's called coaching.
Did you see a kind of tweak in that mentality?
Yeah. I mean, he shot one that there's no way. Like, I don't even know if Luke Burnett at Huntsville or the best 3-point shooter in the history of Alabama. Huntsville would have shot that one, but he shot it and he chucked it and he shot it with confidence. He banked it off the backboard, but I liked kind of his demeanor tonight. I liked his demeanor.